hours. Fran leaned down on one side to wrap an arm around Bart's shoulders and stretched up on the other side to try to do the same to Elithan. Isn't that exciting? I feel dirty just looking at it. Elithan shuddered. Now you're going to want me to go in, aren't you? A muffled voice made them both look down. A mottled black and gray cat had emerged from the undergrowth around the building's base, with a large dead rat between his teeth. What was that, Smokey? Fran asked. The cat spat the rat out at their feet, drawing an appalled groan from Elithan. I said that this place is brilliant, the cat shifter said. Really rich in prey. I volunteer to tackle the vermin infestation. He twitched his nose, though admittedly, that might distract from my coding. I think I'm going to be sick. Elithan stared at the dead rat. You've seen worse, Smokey said. You've probably done worse. I would never, ever have something so grotesque in my mouth, and I'm appalled to find that I now know people who would. She waved toward the doors. Let's get this over with. Gruffbar pulled a set of hefty keys from the pocket of his leather jacket and thrust one of them into the sturdy lock. He was halfway through turning it when he paused. Almost forgot the alarms. He ran a hand across the door and muttered a few words in an ancient dwarf language. Glowing runes appeared across the slabs of iron-bound oak. Gruffbar ran a finger along the lines of some, while ignoring others. The clan who owned this place were pretty old school, he said. Lots of big locks and runic traps instead of electronic alarms. I can teach you all the code later. We should get some more keys cut, too, Fran said. You think they simply cut keys like this? They have to forge them in the white heat of a dwarven furnace. A perfect mix of ancient alloys and arcane enchantments fusing to form an object that can open these venerable doors. Really? No, not really. I'll go to the locksmith after lunch. He pushed on the doors, and they swung slowly open, rusted hinges screaming as he forced them into movement for the first time in 20 years. Dust fell. Leaf litter and abandoned packaging rustled as the panel pushed them back, and something skittered away into the gloom. The skylights were filthy and overgrown, so almost no light illuminated the echoing space. Electricity won't get connected until tomorrow, Gruffbar said. Could someone with more magic than me do the honors? Fran stepped forward and raised her hands. It took only the smallest gesture to start light flowing from her fingers as she released the ancient power of the Evermores, her mother's people. Magic from before there were witches or wizards spilled out of her, becoming a series of glowing orbs that floated up to the ceiling, each one letting out a single musical note, so that together they seemed to sing. You've been practicing, Bart said. Well done. Thanks. Fran lowered her hands. Pretty cool, right? Now bathed in the magical light, the main factory floor became a space of strange shapes and angular shadows. Many parts of the old assembly line hadn't been worth carrying away and were left abandoned. Crane-like mechanical arms, broken conveyor belts, and a vast smelting vat stood like statues of forgotten monsters from a bygone era. Look, Smokey hissed, tail up and legs tensed, ready to pounce. Pray. Something emerged from the shadows, pushing aside a flap of fallen conveyor belt. It was like a rat, but 5 times the size, and a dozen pairs of legs. Its eyes glowed green. As it stepped across the concrete floor, more like it emerged. Some had extra tails, multiple heads, scales across their back, or claws that dripped with fluids that smelled of...